Now we are
Hey,
live.
Podcast is live.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah,
We're very thrilled to be here today, and thank you for coming over. This is our lovely Thayer Hutchinson today. Thayer, thanks for coming and helping me out today.
you're more than welcome. Looking forward to doing some readings if anybody's out there.
Yeah,
Always
let's
great to
see.
work with Joan.
Yeah. Yes, so if anybody's here, and I don't have a way to really see that, or I haven't learned it yet,
Yeah.
but please feel free to put, oh, there's Ivana. Great.
Anna!
Thank you. Put
Hi, everybody
some
here.
questions in.
The live chat.
Yeah, that'd be great because we're filling in for Aley today. Oh, there's Viviane. Hi. Thanks for
Viviane.
coming. You're out there. Great. Wonderful. We're filling in because Aley is back east for her brother's memorial service, I believe.
Oh,
And we thought rather than just letting this hour go by, we'd fill in and do the best we can do without her. But Thayer, tell us what you've been up to these days.
well, I've been working on this painting here. It's almost done. And I've been really into trying to read animals. So if you have an animal that you want to hear from, if you give the name and the kind of animal, like my dog's name is Ralph, then it's, I can really tune in. It will take me, I'm trying to tune in and develop that part. And I've been skiing, which is, I think, a spiritual form of exercise because if you get it right, if you get the rhythms right, and you're outside, it's fabulous. It really is for me. I feel like I get messages. I feel like somebody's telling me how to ski while I'm skiing. So that's fun. That's been a lot of fun. Just enjoying, trying to lighten up. And I'm not listening to the news anymore. I'm done with the news.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially weeks like this. Thank you, Kate Travel from saying you'll watch it later. I'm sure that would be great. We'd appreciate that too.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were saying the painting is just gorgeous. And it took me a while to realize that we've seen this before. And now it's like, oh, I knew you when you were a kid. And look, now you're all grown up.
I put all the green here. It's kind of hard to see, but because after a while, painting is a little bit like psychic mediumship. Once you tune into the energy of the painting, once you find the energy of the painting, then it becomes a conversation. It's sort of like when you get an energy coming down to talk to you. To me, it's attaching on to what the painting wants to be is always the challenge.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and about skiing. I miss skiing so much. I think I started when I was 6 years old, but kind of gave it up when I was diagnosed with osteoporosis. And it's like, I don't want to do this. But here, I've been doing way too much research about medical stuff lately for various people in my circle. And have you heard about these new things for osteoporosis? They're new to me. I guess I've heard about it before. But the platforms that just shake. And I listened to an hour. Yeah. And that really does build bone mass. Just do it for 2 minutes a day at some, low frequency.
They have a thing here called dancing bones.
Okay.
It's like I don't know if it's a chain or not, but if you have osteoporosis, you go and you exercise and it vibrates. It's specifically for that, to get your bone mass up. Yeah.
Oh, and here's Carolyn. You're one of our faves too.
Yeah. Yes, I do sell my paintings.
Yeah.
I do sell my paintings as I can do a painting of you as a reading. Yeah, I do. I would be able to do like tune into you and then do a painting instead of a psychic reading. I do a psychic painting of you. You can email me and we can talk about, we can discuss it, but it's fun. I never know what I'm going to get. and I just sort of go in and I ask what colors I should get and things like that.
Oh, and there's Junosphere. Yes, and if anybody's interested, Thayer's email address is in the description below the video if you wanted to take a look. Yeah, you're right, Juno. Pardon me?
Those aren't, did you get those at the store, your daffodils?
Yes, and they're just like the real ones. They fade pretty fast. So I bought 3 little bunches.
Right.
And the first ones that were open first are gone. So I'm trying to, I'm moving them from room to room with me to try and enjoy them as much as possible. So yeah, anybody have any questions, just pop it in the chat. But hey, if you are really interested in doing pets, would you mind doing a pet of mine?
Sure.
It's on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a cockapoo named Lucy, who we were fast friends.
All right. Okay. I feel like she had sort of longish hair and was medium, not small, but like a medium-sized dog.
Yep.
With sort of blondish white type of hair. Oh, she's so happy. I think she was a very sort of happy dog. Like to go out and do things.
Yes, very much so.
Very much.
She was my running companion.
She liked to be busy. She liked to go out. And that's right. She's showing me that she would run around. She's very energetic. She says she liked to go in the car with you. Would she sit next to you in the car in the front seat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we would go. She would always take me for car rides. We would go to the car. We'd go shopping. She'd leave the window down for me. And wherever Joan went, I went because I was special. I was Joan's best friend.
She was.
And so, did she have a special bowl? Did she have a stainless steel feed bowl?
I don't think so.
Remember,
there was a pot. One bowl was pottery, and the other one was plastic.
Oh, okay. All right. Was the pottery bowl the water bowl? She's saying I had a very special water bowl that was mine.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
She said she liked your husband. She thought your husband was very nice too, but you were girlfriends.
Yes, I was kind of the one.
We were girlfriends. Your husband was okay, but when push came to shove, would she sleep at the end of your bed?
She slept under the bed.
Under the bed, okay. But she slept in your bedroom on your side of the bed.
Yes.
So did that, and what does she have to say? She's saying she wishes she was there with you right now because she knows that you're going through some challenging times, and that you should get maybe if you get another companion animal, I'll come in and come back to you. But she's sending out a lot of love and suggesting that maybe getting another animal or a pet might help you. Might be enjoyable to you to have that we could have that friendship again, which is so important. And she just is showing me that she was sort of like your little queen, that she got to do things that not a lot of other dogs did, and she was very special to you.
We were a team.
Yeah. And did she said, I died of, I'm getting old age.
Yeah.
And she was put down by the vet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She said, that was not, I was glad to get out of my body and don't worry about that. And I think her spirit follows you around. She's concerned that you're alone. And she is sort of like, we were best friends and I would like to have somebody be with you because, or that just that my energy is with you now, because everybody needs a friend.
Everybody needs a good pet like that. Thank you so much. Hey, we've got people asking questions here.
Oh, good.
And I'll just say that I've got starred Ivana and Viviane and Juno and Carolyn. And that sounds good. But that's wonderful. I've never asked for a message from Lucy before. She and I were running buddies. She could run up to 10 miles with me. And then at that, there was a point where I was freelancing. I was working out of the house, and then I got a job outside of the house, and she was just bereft because she'd be my work, she'd lay down on my feet while I was working all the time, and then all of a sudden I was gone, and that was tough. So anyhow, I'm glad she's where she is now and happy, and
well, she's thinking about you.
That's great.
She's sending you a lot of love and thinking about you. She's putting a lot of love energy for you at this time.
Well, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's move on. Enough about me. Let's move on to Ivana.
Okay.
Who says, I would love to hear from my dog, Baron, who passed away about 11 years ago. He was my baby, Weimaron, which I can't pronounce very well. Okay. Ivana's dog, Baron.
I see him flopped on the couch. When he lay down or was on the couch or on his dog pad, I just see him very flopped there, very relaxed. Like, he and the couch were sort of, or his pad was very much the same. He goes, I really like to relax. Relaxing was my favorite thing to do. But he would go for walks and go in the car. But he liked being at home. You can jump in. If you
Okay.
Want.
Yeah. Ivana said, oh, yeah, he was a laid back dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting, is a very laid back dog. And that he, he just really loves you. I mean, he just, to me, he was just a big, mellow guy with a lot of love, and he hung out with you, and he was a really good sort of pillow. Like if you had problems and stuff, he'd always be there, kind of looking into your eyes and really feeling you. And he's not that he says thank you because I had such a good time with you. He wants to thank you for being a good mom and taking good care of him. And he ate a lot of food. He goes, oh, I love to eat. And he goes, I was a real member of the family. Everybody in the family loved me. And I was the where everybody would go if they needed reassurance, they would pat me. When they needed emotional reassurance, they would come and pat me. And I liked that because it made me feel important, he's saying.
That's beautiful. And Ivana agrees, but we're interrupting our regularly scheduled program for a message that Carolyn just gave us.
No.
Trump is indicted. No joke.
No. Oh, yay. Thank you, Carolyn Adams.
Everybody just take a big breath.
Dog in spirit is happy about that too. Yeah. All right, Joan.
Okay, so let's move on to the more important stuff. That man, I'm glad everybody did their job, but we're going to talk about our dogs and cats now. Oh, thank you, Carolyn, for interjecting that. That was great. I'm just going to love in years to come when people say, where were you? we were together on my YouTube channel talking about things we loved, our pets. And oh, that's just wonderful. Okay, that was Baron. And everyone, please excuse me. It's been a while since I've driven here, and it might be a bit of a choppy ride here. But let's see, Ivana also said he was a very stable presence. Oh, I didn't say what I got. I got that he was had kind of a regal bearing, sort of refined and elegant, that he had this, like, I know I'm a purebred sort of thing. And he was always alert, but not like hyper, like, hyper all the time. Like, he could appear to be very relaxed, but if something happened, he knew he was able to both be relaxed and just sense what was going. And if anything was out of place, or if there was someone at the door or something, he would know that. Whether he would get up and chase the person is another thing. But he was, I got the idea that he was kind of king of the castle and appreciated being waited on, but also, kind of, I'm gracing you with my presence. And, but he had the full awareness of what was going on in the house, on the property, and would let the appropriate adult know at the right time. Oh, yes, he thought he was royalty. Oh, yes. Good. So it was both on point in different ways. Thank you very much. Thank you for letting us read him.
Yeah. And I'm just feeling a lot of love. He really loved you.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking this slow so I don't mess up. Here's Viviane. May I have a message from guides and angels? I know that my vibe has lifted just since Carolyn's message, so let's hope that this benefits all of us in these readings.
I'm hearing hang in there. Things are going to work out. That I feel like you're going through a rough patch, that things are not balanced in your life right now. But they will smooth out soon. And this is a life bump to learn things from about yourself. I hate this. Life is a school, and try to see the positive and the growing opportunities that you have while you're going through this rough patch. But we've got your back. So don't go through the rough patch knowing that you're going to come out okay.
I see this period as a dance. The first thing I felt was my heart chakra really lifting up. And then it was like lifting up like this. And then it turned into like a Twilatharp dance where, they just are kind of bouncing all over the place. But it was leading with the heart first. And then I kind of saw it went into slow motion. You're up in the air and kind of tumbling around and moving in different directions. It was really beautiful. But if you speeded that up to, earth plane speed, it would look like you're in a dryer getting boom, 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 boom. But in essence, it's this beautiful dance you're doing, leading with your heart and learning how to, like some of those, more modern dancers do, that it looks like chaos, but they're able to it looks like they're falling down, but they use it to spring back to the next thing. There's a word for that I don't know, but it's sort of the resilience of like going this way, or sort of like when martial arts fighters a smaller person can beat a larger one because they use the weight in the right way. So it's sort of like using what looks to be something difficult and heavy and is this going to crush me? And using it to turn it around and spring back from it, or spring over the obstacle. I know that this isn't really very specific about what you should do with your life today and tomorrow, but just put that into your mix of ideas, that this is kind of a dance, and it's, as Thayer said, a learning opportunity, but it in the end, it's a thing of beauty. And you're going to see opportunities within what can seem like a difficult situation or chaotic situation to like sort of push you forward further, in a different way. It's not like doing the waltz or the foxtrot. This is like Twyla Tharp or some sort of different type of dance. But in the end, it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be completely your own. And I hope that, let's see. Let's go back over here. Good. Wonderful.
Don't push the river, let it flow by itself. So just move through the difficulty, knowing that things are going to work out. Don't be scared. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like something new, but it'll turn out okay. Juno, there was a loud knocking on my roof last night. Well, that's never good. It sounded way bigger than a squirrel cat. My dogs were whining and not barking. It lasted for 10 minutes. Do you know what it was? Okay.
Aliens.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it, Juno.
Oh, Juno. Let's see. What was that?
I'll let you go first, Joan.
It's going to take me a while. This is
this is a biggie.
Yeah.
I'm getting, it was an energy from above. I'm getting it's your star people knocking on the door. It's nothing malevolent. It's nothing unsettling. I feel like it was an energy coming to talk to you. And Juno, I think that you have the capacity to meditate and be able to ask what the energy of what they wanted. So that's what I got right away.
What I saw right away was kind of like a tornado right above your home. But I've been to your house, and in that area of the country where you live, tornadoes are not something that happens. So I think it was more like a vortex, but it was in the sky, not in the ground. But it's an energy cylinder of some sort. So maybe preparing you for a download. Okay, Spirit. So what's this vortex? This bringing to Juno? It's bringing her up, they said. It's both downloading information, but it's like tuning up your vibe, tuning up your spiritual attunement. That's not the right word, but it's kind of tuning up your senses. Anything else on the Spirit?
Yeah, they want to talk to you.
Yeah. And I was kind of hearing within the next month or two, you'll understand that this is an important time for everyone. There's a shifting going on. And I know we've all been saying this for months and months and months, but as Carolyn just announced today, things are starting to move.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the Crone Zone Conversations. Hello. And who else is here? Linda Gonzalez and Jane Lammeyer. And I'm going to star your question too. Wonderful. Anyhow, I hope that helps, Juno.
And have confidence, Juno, that you are going to be able to open up and sort of have a conversation with them. I think they want to have a conversation with you. And I know that you have the skill to do that. And you might want to try different methods or different tools on how to tune in to find out how you can tune in.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the question. Here's Carolyn. I got hired for a government job last August. I accepted but heard nothing until this week. That's kind of odd. It's part-time, so I can travel. Is this a good choice for her? Okay.
I hear yes right away. I hear it's going to be very good for your mind, that it's going to exercise your mind, so you can kind of move out of yourself for a little while and then move back in, and it will relieve some stress for you. That's what I'm getting right away. I'm sorry if I jumped in too soon, Joan.
No, jump in, go right ahead. I'm kind of slow. I got right away, my throat chakra really lit up. So if there's a communications part of it, that's like a strength that you have that I don't know exactly what the job is, but it's relying on communication. And so you're going to kind of shine that way, because it was like, yeah, that was really big. It will tap into your skills, to your skill set. And then I just used the pendulum and I said, is this a good job for you? And it said, yes. And will it actually, sometimes people say things and don't follow through. Will it actually allow you the amount of freedom that you needed to? And it said, yes. So I'm hoping that all works out. Very
nice balance. I'm getting, Carolyn, for you, because you've got your mind likes to do things, likes to exercise itself. And if it's not doing anything, it's going to start banging on the sides of your head. And this is going to help relieve that. So, because you're very active in your mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hooray, says Carolyn. Yeah. So good.
Good. Keep us posted. Yeah. I mean, let's hear again. I want to follow up on everything, It's nice to keep the conversation going.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Here's Jane Lammeyer. Hi, I would love to know if home prices will fall in Pasadena in northern San Diego County, Fallbrook. Okay. Let's see.
I might have to step back from this, because I've been looking in Santa Fe for a house for 3 years. And now any decent house is $1 million plus.
Oh my.
I'm not kidding. And like crap houses are $650 to $750. I mean, regular houses that was built in the 1980s, wow, they're $750. So, and
okay, I'm just gonna.
I know how you feel. We'll let Jane do this, because I'm too involved.
Okay.
I understand your pain, though. That's all I can say.
Okay, Spirit, what can you tell me about housing in Pasadena? I'm getting the houses aren't going to get cheaper, but the money will, meaning interest rates will come down. And I also heard that the rate of increase is going to, instead of going like this, it might be going like this. It will, if not, it'll taper off a little bit. It'll quit like skyrocketing. But that the big thing will be the interest rate. So you'll be able to buy more house and not be paying so much in interest. So that when it comes down to it, the monthly payments won't be quite as bad. So you'll be able to afford, perhaps afford what you want to buy. And okay, Spirit, when are interest rates coming down? Gradually, but not really until next year, is what I'm hearing. Let me double check this. Our interest rate coming down significantly in 2023. Not significantly, they say as they give me a no. What's happening in 2024? Yes. Yes, more significantly. How about the price, the actual price of homes will in Pasadena in that area? Will that fall in 2023? No, but it's a small no. It's not like it's more like will the rate of increase abate on prices of homes in Pasadena? Yes. And again, that was a small yes. So yeah, it will abate a little bit.
You'll stabilize.
No, it's going to keep going up.
Yeah.
But it won't be going up like a rocket. Oh, Jane, I wish I had better news for you.
Yeah, me too. I do too.
Prices are a lot less here, but then you got the snow.
Yeah.
Everything's a trade-off. Oh my word. Okay, thank you, Viviane, for asking people to like, share, and subscribe for entertainment purposes only. Okay, what's Carolyn got to say? Yes, there is communication. Boy, this is a happy day. Thank you, folks.
Yay, Carolyn. Yeah, you've been waiting for a while for this to come through.
It's been a happy day for you for a couple of reasons.
Yeah.
Being our reporter. Okay, I've been back and forth. Let's see. And I was just, Juno said thank you to both of us for the feedback.
No, Juno, you're so tuned in. There's no way you can be silly.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I mean,
all right.
The star people want to talk to you.
Oh, we didn't do this. I'm so sorry. I was gifted with 2 budgies. Is there anything they want me to know or do for them? Oh, wonderful. What happy, happy little creatures.
Yeah.
I'm seeing one. I don't know if this is literal or figurative, but it's carrying like a little red, it looks like a little red cup or a little red Lego brick or something in its beak, and kind of sidling over to you. He's on something in the perch in the cage. So it's like he has a red toy that he might like quite a bit. And I think that's why I'm seeing this held out. Okay, where's the other one? Thank you for showing me your red toy. Is it the color red you like? He likes that red plastic toy for some reason, because he can get his beak in it. So it's like, maybe it's a little square or something, because it's easy to get hold of it, and he likes to carry it around. Okay, who else is there? Is one blue and one more greenish and yellow? Not sure, but the first one I saw was definitely more blue, and the second one has a little bit more of a greenish tinge. Okay, this one's a little shyer. The blue one seems to be more, I'd like to just come up and talk.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about you. This one feels more like, I don't mind if he takes the lead and takes all the attention. Oh, this one likes to look in the mirror. And I don't know if there's a mirror kind of near where the food bowl is, or somewhere in the cage or the environment that they're in. But that's what that bird finds fascinating. That and the food. Okay, what else about would you like your caretaker to know? They don't want to get cold. They don't like draftiness. Sometimes they want to come out, but that's kind of scary too. So they'll bother you to, take us out of the cage. But then it's sort of like kids, oh, I want this. And then when they get it, it's like, I don't know. Once they're out, they it feels they might act out a little bit more because they don't feel as secure. How about you? What did you get?
Well, and Linda's saying I got that there was a blue one and a yellow one, just like you. The blue one, I think, is the more
Now I'm seeing this.
outgoing of the two, which she said was right. I got that they're very happy to be with you. They feel relaxed to be with you because they know that you are going to take really good care of them. That they were a little nervous about what was going to happen with them. I don't know if the people moved or something happened, but all of a sudden the energy changed and they're relieved. It's kind of like getting a big drink of water when you're really thirsty. Oh, I can live, I can relax. So they're thrilled about that. A bigger cage. I don't know how big their cage is, but they'd like to have a bigger cage and fresher water. That's what I got a big thing about that they wanted. I don't know what kind of water system you have for them, but they want a little bit more water. And then I got that they want to be engaged more, very much like what Joan was saying, that they kind of want to have more to do, maybe more toys, or can have a room that maybe you could put them in a room where they could fly around. But they're very smart. They're thrilled to be with you. They're looking forward to getting to know you and really developing a good relationship. And they feel like they pulled a great lottery number. Like, we're set. So, and I'm getting, you already communicate with them. You can kind of tell what they want. The more time you spend with them, the more you're going to be in tune with their energy, because they're very open to you. They're very open. They're like, oh, this lady gets us. This lady, I could talk, this is going to be good because we have a good conversation going back and forth. I just see you guys becoming a great flock together there. Fly with us.
Beautiful.
So, yeah. And they're just so happy to be with you, and they're so thankful, and all they want to do is have fun. And they're there to remind you to have a lot of fun too, because I think you needed that. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
She said, I've been too nervous to let them out yet. That's probably good, because I did get the feeling that they might flutter around like they wanted to come out, but they'd be nervous. It might not be the best for them. Thank you very much.
Yeah, let us know how it goes, because I see wonderful communication with the both of you together. I see it's a really good match. So
it's incredibly reassuring. I saw some.
Yeah.
Yes, they create a whole lot of joy. Boy, I believe that.
Yeah.
And somewhere in here, I'm sorry. Oh, so Linda said, okay, change their water every day, not every other day.
Yeah, they need fresh water. That's the first thing I got, that they wanted a lot more fresh water, and also water to take a bath in. That maybe put like a bowl in the bottom of their cage once in a while so they can take a bath. So yeah, because water, especially, can kind of get gunky. And I don't know how big their cage is, but they did mention that they wanted more room to move around. But you've got tons of time to manifest all this, because you guys are going to fall in love, and that's it. I mean, you're already in love, but you're going to really get to know each other, and it's going to work out. It's not just kismet and then it flops. So
that's fun. Thanks. That was really fun to read on them.
It was fun.
But I want to jump back to Jane. Okay. We were talking about her house. She said, thanks, Joan and Thayer. Yes, right now I can only afford a crack house.
Okay. Me too, Jane. I waited too long.
Oh, it's just not right.
It's depressing.
And
I have a feeling, though, that, things are going to settle out. And just remember that people use real estate like they use stocks and bonds. And you don't have to pay capital gains tax that much in your real estate if you reinvest it. So it's used like an investment properties. Anyway, I'm in the same way. I live in a 500 square foot guest house, and I've got money in the bank, but I'm not spending $850,000 on a piece of CRAP.
Yeah.
My realtors, I've known my realtors for 3 years now. I'm difficult, but anyway.
No, you're doing just fine. Someone else, I'm sorry, I'm not, it's so great. Somebody else came in and said, Trump has been indicted. And I wanted to recognize her, but I'm not finding it.
Linda, maybe, excuse me. Linda, maybe they're thanking you for the big cage. I just got big cage and I kind of rushed into it. So they might be happy about the water and about the big cage. I didn't sort of check to see the context of it. So the error might be more mine because you're confirming two things and maybe they're saying thank you for it, that they enjoy it.
And it's reassuring. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, here, Linda says, I put a little tub in there for them and they never had one before.
So maybe they're happy about that. Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That just sounds like a happy household.
Happy. Yeah. Maybe they're thanking you for that because I just got the images.
Okay, let's go on to Emily, who says, will I ever own my own business? All right.
I got a yes right away.
I don't know what this means. I'm getting someone playing the cello. So, okay, Spirit, unless, Emily, if that means something to you right away, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to put some time into this. Oh, okay.
What's she say?
Spirit kind of told me, just like playing a stringed instrument, you can have the instrument, but unless you put in the time and learn how to do it, it's not going to sound real great. So learn how to play on somebody else's cello. Keep it in your mind that you're going to get this new business or this business of your own, but prepare for it like it's coming. And so make your choices about what you're doing now until you manifest it, as if you're learning how to play the cello and you're going to be like a concert cellist. You're just learning on a rented instrument. And if you put that, no, I don't know about the cello. Okay, so that's what they're saying, that when you go to work, whatever you're doing, don't consider it, I hate working for somebody else. Consider it, I'm learning on a rented cello. And pretty soon I'm going to be playing at the Philharmonic with my own damn cello. And so it's that shift in attitude that's going to help it come faster. So, okay, now let's ask point blank, instead of all of these pictures and images, is Emily going to get her own business? Yes. Yes, I'm getting a medium swing, yes. And I heard, but she needs to learn to play first. So just make that little shift in attitude, and then that's going to bring your dream closer to you.
And I'm getting, you are made to run your own business, that, that you will, in years to come, you'll be very successful and very happy in doing it, and you'll be very good at it. And I think Joan's advice is, learn the ins and outs, because businesses, they get pummeled from every side. But you have the energy and the multitasking brain to do it. And I think you're going to love meeting the people that come in and out of your business, because you're a real people person. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming for news from Brenda T. I Googled it, and the headlines are Trump has been criminally indicted in New York charges.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
That's great. That is such good news. Yeah. Wonderful.
The first ball is dropped.
Yeah. It's bringing my vibe up, so let's see what we can do with that. Oh, my word. Okay, we did this one, and here is Brenda T. Oh, yes. Does one spirit guide help us with many different things, or do we have several guides for different issues? Just out of Joan's brain, and not out of what I'm getting from spirit, I've heard we have both or can have both, but let's see how spirit describes this.
Brenda, I'm getting that you have 3 main spirit guides, angels, or energies that guide you. You have 3 of them. And I'm getting that they all work in harmony with you, and that depending on your situation, one will step forward, one will step back, but you could, I don't like the word meditation because it's too strict, but you could learn how or open up to communicate with them a little bit more to figure out what's going on. But I feel like you hear them very clearly.
I'm getting that you have several guides and that you can ask for others to help you with certain things. And for right now, I don't know if this is someone you should be, who is with you now, or if this is an example of someone you can ask for. But who I'm seeing is an older guy with hair kind of my colored, and he's got like this visor on. I'm seeing him from above, and he has like those old-fashioned, like he's wearing a button-up white shirt with those old-fashioned arm garters, and it's like he's an accountant with, or he works with money. And they keep saying it's the details. It's the details. So this guy is helping you with whether it's helping you with your taxes or managing money or that kind of stuff. So he's somebody who can dig into the details. He's got an apron on too. Like, I'm not exactly sure who this guy is, but he's the one who can help you out with really evaluating and digging into the nitty gritty of the facts of whatever it is that's in front of you. But go ahead and, as Thayer said, you can kind of sense the people around you, or you can just say, I need to sit down and do my taxes, or I need to take on this project. I need somebody to help me with this. I think Susan Lynn said that she asked for somebody to help her with her taxes once, and it was, it was done in 4 hours. Yeah. So feel free to do that.
Brenda, do you have a grandfather who is like the person that that Joan described? I saw like a printer or somebody who's very, somebody in the 1920s or 1930s type of apron. I'm feeling like that's a grandfather or somebody who's passed who comes in to help you.
With that apron and the visor on, that would make sense.
Yeah, the visor.
And Brenda said, I've seen one in meditation and knew that her name was Cassandra.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I mean, we all have multiple sources. Yeah, he owned a general store years ago. Okay. So that's your grandfather. So I guess he's there to help you if you need it. That he's one of your guides. That Joan found him. So you could even ask him because you know his name, and he's probably guiding you when you do meticulous things or something. But you got him, and when you were describing him, I heard grandfather.
Oh,
So
great. This is why I like doing it as a team effort here.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's good mediumship, Joan. That's great.
Oh, good. I couldn't bring in the name or the
Yeah.
association. Wonderful.
So Brenda,
Thanks,
let us know
Brenda.
how it goes. He might be there to help you in your daily things. You know, I don't know what you do for work, but he's definitely on you. He's definitely right there. So.
Okay, now we're moving on from Brenda to a more serious topic.
Yeah.
Guardian said her sister has been missing for years. Is Linda still alive? And this is definitely for entertainment purposes only. I don't have a lot of experience in this particular type of stuff, but
this is a very emotional question and very deep. And I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you what I get, but I would open your heart and see what rings true for you too. Were your parents abusive? Was she being sexually abused, or did she have a hard time at home? Because I'm feeling like she ran away from something that was painful for her. That she just wanted to get away. So I don't know if that. I feel like I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like she's living another identity. And I could be in the wrong energy, but I feel like she left because she things were very, very abusive, and she just slipped out on the night and created another life for herself. She doesn't want anything to do with you guys. That's what I'm getting.
That kind of coincides with what I was getting. And I asked, what I got was that she may either not be living or may not be well. I asked if she's living, and I got a barely moving yes. But that her current condition, whether it's on this side or the other side, was not related to why she left. So it wasn't like she was abducted and killed on the spot.
Right. Yeah.
It was more along the lines of what you were suggesting, whether that she left and then started a different life and then suffered an illness or is dealing with one now. But it wasn't, I asked, was she the victim of violence? And it said no. So
I got exactly what Joan is getting.
Okay.
Whatever Joan is saying, I'm on the same vibe with that.
Okay.
Because I did ask whether she was alive or not, and I saw a picture with her with her family, but I didn't get the alive or dead kind of thing. So Joan, I completely agree with what Joan is getting.
If she's alive, she's still kind of hanging in there now, but maybe it's diabetes or something, but it wasn't related to being abducted. So yes, lots of abuse. Oh, our heart goes out to you and to her too. But think of it as, when Jesus said the last shall be first and the first shall be last, or whatever that was, it is so appropriate to people like your sister who suffered greatly and had a challenging life, that they were the ones who their soul said, I'm going to get a lot. I'm going to learn a lot this time around. I'm going to, take it on and play the big game. And it can be so heartbreaking with our limited knowledge to kind of watch that when people take on those big learning challenges. But I just feel assured that was a soul choice for her. And as difficult it is to see our loved ones suffer or have a difficult time, on a soul level, they're the ones who are going to be leading the parade on the other side. So our hearts go out to you. Okay.
I'm getting that she's in a northern climate. You know, I got something like upstate New York, but it could be Michigan, or you know, could be Joan's neighbor.
I'm getting it's more east than that. You know, maybe Illinois.
Yeah.
Or
upstate New York.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
She went out in the boonies. She, you know, I mean, they hid Patty Hearst in Pennsylvania, and they never found her. I mean, Pennsylvania is huge, and it goes on forever. And if you ever want to hide somebody, go to Pennsylvania, because, you know, everybody thinks Pennsylvania is Philadelphia and the East Coast. But if you want to disappear, you go out, you know, she wanted out. She wanted to just, you know, get out.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Done with that. I'm going to wash my hands of that.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless you,
yeah,
Guardian.
Good luck, Guardian. I mean,
yeah. And I hope it's some comfort that we both independently said it wasn't by violence.
No, no violence, no bad stuff. So.
Oh, and I do love that Brenda said that her tears were flowing. So thank you very much. Mine kind of were too.
No, and her grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, right? It's fun.
And I couldn't figure out, is it a printer? Is it a
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, my word. We're almost to an hour. Let's see. Thank you very much. Understandable. Yes, yes. Okay. Hey, everybody. This has been great. If anybody has a final question, well, Thayer, you read for me about my dog. Do you have a question for me that I could look into for you?
Yeah, I had a dog named Boo.
Okay. Was this the one that you lost or was abducted? Okay,
I
a different one.
Lost Chance. Boo, I had about, I would say, 15 years ago.
Okay. Boo, at least the dog that I'm seeing, and it's switching around what it looks like, but in each kind of like, oh, it was this, it looks, every time I'm seeing it, it looks like he has something in his mouth, really like carrying things in his mouth.
Yep.
And it was switching between what sort of looked like a golden retriever and a what do you call them? The German Shepherd. Okay, make up your mind. Which one are you? I think it was a bigger dog. It might have been a mixed breed. Maybe that's what they're saying, but not. Okay. Oh, okay. And it said German Shepherd because he said he was protective of you.
He wasn't a German Shepherd, but he was a lab.
Okay.
But he was very protective.
Was it a golden lab or a black lab?
He was a yellow lab who was white.
Okay. Because I was seeing golden lab retriever.
Right. And all those are true.
Okay.
He always had something in his mouth. He was very protective of me, and he was a big dog.
Okay. Ooh, anything else? Now I'm seeing an old man with like an Amish beard. Did he have kind of that wise, older, that kind of a wisdom to him, or what's the deal?
He was an old soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great. All right, Boo. What's the message do you have for Thayer? I just love them with those big, big jowls when they have something in their mouth. They're just, just a really calm dog, very grateful, loved sticks, loved having something in his mouth.
Yeah.
But just not a lot of nervous energy there.
Yeah.
And
absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yep.
just, oh, it makes I feel like I've just had a massage being around his energy.
I got him after my divorce, and he was great.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, he was so mellow and so great.
Oh, good. Well, he sends you his love and just appreciation so much.
And he was a funny dog. Like, you know, he was a lab, a yellow lab. And some people, he would let them pat him. And then other people, you know, so that protective thing, like he could tell from far away whether somebody was good for me or not.
Beautiful.
He was, you know, he was very, you know, and you wouldn't see, you know, yellow lab. You wouldn't see that. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, everyone, it was so great. And I'm so grateful to you that people actually stayed here and listened to us go on when there's like the biggest news in the century in this country going on. So we just appreciate you so much. Yeah. And have a great week. And please come back to Aley's channel next Thursday for a meeting with the mediums. Thanks Thayer.
Everybody. Be well.
Love you all.
Thanks for letting us read.